if you've happened upon this holovid, then you've likely come in search of me. And that means that you're either someone looking for payback, or you're one of my boys. Can't say that my spirit's gonna rest easy either way, 'cause you're gonna be disappointed when you can't get what you came for. I'm sorry for that. Something I've come to realize, all too late in my life it seems, is that my greatest joy should have been my family. I've ran from every problem I've ever come across in that regard, never allowing myself to enjoy what I've been blessed with. Chances are you're from that life, and if you're still listening, I can only guess that's because you've come a long way to find dear old Dad and give him what for. And I know I've had that coming for a long time. Sorry, kid. Somebody else already beat you to it. I've never been a man to accept my responsibilities. One of the fallbacks of being a Zeltron, I guess. No, wait. I shouldn't use that as a crutch. I've been a despicable man and an even worse father. Brought 2 boys into this world and never thought about looking back even once as I walked right out the door. You probably think I did a disservice to you, but really, what kind of life do you think you would have had if it was right there by my side, eh? Well, I've been a cheat, a backstabber, a thief, and a swindler in almost every aspect of my life. To have stayed around you or your mother would have been like signing your death certificate myself. And yet, if I could have stayed, been a better man, then maybe I could have made something out of my life. Instead, I leave this world in a crusty old shack, and I never even knew what kind of man you boys turned out to be. That's right. You didn't just hear something. I said boys. As in there's more than one of you. And if you can stand to hear my story and the sound of my voice for a little longer, I've got something I need to tell you. First, I'm sorry. Sorry you ever had to have me for a busted old man. Sorry that you had a rough life, stuck out on some God's forsaken rock, never knowing what kind of beast your old man was by leaving you and your mother somewhere. I know all this sounds pretty generic because I'm not sure which boy even came looking. But I'm about to get a lot more specific now. Logan, if this is you, then you gotta know that what I did by leaving was a piece of mercy. If I'd have stayed, you'd have ended up being just like me. Well, I couldn't allow that. Your mother, Endemia Lover, she was a strong, fierce woman. She deserved far better than me. And you, such a crazy kid, always tugging at my heels. I saw what was coming long before I walked out the door. There's nothing I can say that's going to make this right, so I'll just say I'm sorry and move on. Aiden, you're my firstborn. When your mother died, with you just being born, I was at my wit's end trying to figure out how I was going to raise you in that cesspit on Coruscant. So I did the only thing I could. I let you get just old enough to walk, and then had to leave you before you'd remember me. Didn't want you to have to remember something as pathetic as me, or even let that be your earliest memory. So, I walked and left you with old Lecky. Yeah, him being from that nest of bugs, he'd raised over 100 kids in his time. Me and my stupid self figured, hey, what's one more? I should have stuck around. Whoever this is, this has to be my last request. I'm already dead. Well, I know it, and so does the bum who skewered me. I don't hold a grudge against him. He was only doing what he thought was right. No, if this is my son, then I need you to listen. Pretend like I was your dad, if only just this once. Your brother is still out there. I didn't do a lot with my parenting, but I tried to keep tabs on you two as much as I could. Logan, if this is you, then this right here is a capture of Aiden. He's a small kid and purple hair. Likes to run around with a bunch of kids in the slums on Coruscant. That's what I'd last heard of him, though. I don't know how much time has passed since my corpse has been lying here. And Aiden, this is Logan. The only capture I ever had of him. Yeah, he's a wiry little runt. Got blue hair and red eyes. And last thing I remember was that he was on Kifex with his mom. And I'm sorry that he got to be with his mother and you had yours stolen from you. She was a beautiful woman. This is the only capture I've got of her here on the table, and you know it's yours if you want it. Not much I can do with it now. This is my only hope. That the family I once had, the life that I left behind, that can find some semblance of peace in knowing that the other exists. I've realized too late that feeling as though you're alone in this galaxy is something that no man should have to do. You two are brothers. Seek each other out. Believe in one another, even if no one else does. To both of my sons, I'll leave this last request, and my sincerest apologies, and my love, even though I don't deserve to even give it. I wish only the best for you boys. Good luck out there. Goodbye.